But then me and Noah see them start kissing, and we instantly knew something was fucked up. We were sitting there like, what the fuck?
Wait, he was like,
going
"Can I kiss
on?"
you?"
Yeah, all we saw was.
Oh my god.
It was like she was trying to eat a watermelon or something.
Welcome back to another episode of the Real Sensitive Guy Hours. My name's SpinShootImpress and/or Brandyn, and I'm happy to welcome you guys back to another episode. This is episode 22 of the madness that is the RSGH podcast. Today we have a guest though, so we got to introduce him. Our guest is an up-and-coming YouTuber that specializes in Let's Play gaming. His most popular content is in the Fallout 76 universe, creating extensive camps either alone or with his dad. He also recreates new Fallout 76 content like the Fashnacht masks in real life. However, his content is not just Fallout, it's diverse in nature, sometimes showcasing his impressive speed art and other games on his channel as well. This guest is not only starred in a featured Quentin Tarantino movie, but most importantly, he was my first friend in high school. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruppelstiltskin. Let's fucking go.
What up?
What's good, my guy?
Probably over the top a little bit. I have 40 subscribers.
Hey, man.
And besides everything, if we don't get
my 40th today, let's go.
You got your 40th today? Holy shit!
Yeah,
Let's
go. Not too bad.
Oliver, are you getting some fucking latency issues?
No, I'm great.
We had so many fucking problems starting this shit up.
I think everyone had at least one issue before the show started.
I am so good. Yeah, Austin's been half frozen the whole time. No, I'm just kidding.
Frozen.
So,
yeah.
God. Will and Austin haven't met before this. However,
no.
Austin's very familiar with Will, but
true.
Austin, Austin, you have met myself. Obviously, you were my first friend in high school.
That's a fact.
Back when we both had a lot more hair.
True.
But you also met Travis and Oliver. Our freshman or my freshman year, was it your freshman year as well? I believe so.
Yeah.
We've encountered him multiple times.
Multiple times.
He's been on the radar.
I guess.
Freshman
What was
sophomore year?
What was your first impression of all four of us? Actually,
oh, wow.
This is kind of a selfish question.
Oh my gosh.
No, like my first impression of you back in high school is that you were like the new kid. Like you were taking my place as new kid. So my nickname changed to that day. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And for like Oliver and Travis, they just seemed like chill dudes that you met in college, like part of the gang. And then Will, I've only seen like through the podcast. I think we've talked in Discord before, but I don't know, just another one of the guys like
the boys.
The boys.
He seems to have more of like a history background than anyone else, but
very much history.
Yeah, you got to witness Brandyn in high school, which I haven't, and his transformation into his new self, his new, more confident, ambitious self. So
I don't actually think there's a difference.
Wow.
Really? You don't see it?
Wow.
Maybe
it was in him the whole time.
The cringe level has gone down a little. Like he's owned the cringe.
Very true. Very true.
I remember we would go to like fast food restaurants and he'd order like, "Hi, honey, what can I get a Starbucks cup of?"
Essentially,
like,
I need a Starbucks.
Oh my gosh, I have not heard that in forever. Don't go there.
I'd be like, "Thanks, darling. Have a great day." And I'd be like, "Just pull the car over. Let me out."
Oh.
I'd be horrified. It was so over the top.
He stuck by his side.
Hell yeah. So you're a social media guy, not a social media guy. You're an art guy. You know graphic design. You're fucking fantastic at it. How has that influenced your content on YouTube?
I feel like my art background really hasn't influenced too much. Like obviously knowing the Adobe programs has like made it way easier to edit and do thumbnails and stuff. But as per like the video content, I just kind of do whatever like I feel like doing on the day. And if I don't feel like doing anything, I don't.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
I
you're not
appreciate
taking
a
this thing
variety.
seriously.
I
I'm
know
a very
lot of people
chill
do.
YouTuber.
Yeah, you don't want every single something on your stream or your channel to be the same. You want it to be eye-catching and different.
I do a little bit go where the views are. Like The Sims kind of wasn't doing great, so I kind of fell off that train. But I also don't love The Sims.
Do you ever take a lot of feedback from your comments, like if they want to see you play a specific game?
You know, my comments have mostly been this bot that just says loved it on every video. So
At least it's a nice bot.
That's funny.
Wanna be
one time
friends?
someone insulted me, but it was fine.
Fucking loved it.
Yeah, just loved it. Or sometimes they go, "Do you want to be friends?" And I don't know if I should respond or not because I know for a fact it's just the same bot.
I just say no every time. I'll take the comment, like I'll take the interaction on my channel, but
Yeah, I don't
Hey,
mind the
shut
comment. I don't think they like
Shut up.
it or subscribe, but you know, whatever.
you're pissed.
Comment's a comment, man. That's something.
Yeah, people are at least interacting.
You know,
Yeah,
people
true.
or robots. It all looks the same.
I'm gonna add a
AI.
captcha to my comment section.
So
Yeah,
Austin, all
stop.
right, Brandon, go ahead.
No. I was gonna move on. So you go ahead.
So this might be an overused question, but what got you into YouTubing, and do you think that you did it more because of your background in like communications and stuff? Because I know you do some of that for WVU.
He did graphics.
Graphics, okay.
He did graphics.
You know, honestly, I feel like I got into YouTube just from like COVID boardom.
Okay,
to
so
a
you
degree,
just
because I have so
re-
much
so
free
you-
time.
So you
It's
just
like a
recently
ripe
started
time
it.
for it, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, would you say it's better starting out like this in the long run, where people are forced to be inside and
Yeah, dude. A bunch of people are
watching
bored in the
TV?
house, and they're in the house bored.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
So you have a better chance, especially if you go across like social media platforms to like promote yourself.
Right.
Like what
It's kinda
Brandon's
prime
doing, you're gonna
time to
haul
get
in some
there.
people.
Yeah, I definitely think that's part of it. I also just kind of got into it because I like making video games. And I figure if someone is entertained by it, they can be entertained by it.
There we go.
Respectable tweets.
Oh yeah. What's your strategy to make it as a big YouTuber? How are you gonna be the next Markiplier?
Or Pete.
Yeah, so this is kind of where like the chill part comes in. Like I don't really have like a long-term goal. I don't really care if it flops. I'm just kind of doing it for fun. Like if I get comments and likes, it's cool, but I don't really care one way or the other. Like if I get subs, cool. If I don't, I'm gonna do it until I get bored. And if it goes somewhere,
So
that'd
you're
be
the
awesome.
exact
but-
opposite of what Brandon is.
Yes,
Brandon's
I'm
like, I'm
like
going to
the
squeeze the algorithm for
unmotivated
every cent.
bored YouTuber.
Literally.
Yeah,
Like each thumbnail has to have like clickbait on it.
yeah,
My
exactly.
Trend.
My headliner has to be over 70% click through rate.
I don't. Now, I'm not like lazy about it. Like I do a decent amount of research in terms of like SEO and thumbnails and all that kinds of stuff. But like
Right.
past, I don't know, having long-term goals, I just don't.
For somebody that doesn't know what SEO is, or even like if they understand what it is, can you explain what SEO is and then how to maximize on it on a platform like YouTube?
Oh, yeah, SEO is just search engine optimization. It's as simple as that. And Google owns YouTube, so the SEO for Google is run through YouTube. And so basically SEO just calls for a few different standards you have to meet to come up higher in search results. So like one of those is how many times you link out to other pages and how many links you get from other pages. Another one is like good taglines that are simple to read, no spelling errors, stuff like that. Like there's a few different variables, but overall it's just like don't sound like a dummy.
Yeah, what I've been doing
Fair enough.
recently with SEO is searching for terms that are searched for a lot, but there's not a lot of content on. So I'll make a
Yes.
video based on that criteria versus making a video and trying to make my SEO work for it.
Yeah, you definitely want to find your niche where there's a huge amount of people looking for content that doesn't exist, and so that you can kind of fill that hole.
Yep.
So it's that long-term thing of just being original.
Right.
Or like a facet of something that's already popular and then minimizing your reach within that. So for example, like my little niche within the Call of Duty community is like sniping or PC sniping and commentaries and things like that.
Definitely.
Where there's like thousands of different facets within Call of Duty.
And then there's a certain amount of like clickbait. Like one of my videos that's done really well, it has like 550 views now. For someone who has 40 subs, it's not bad. I clickbaited it a little. Like it wasn't the title wasn't exactly what the video was, which is where I've gotten a decent amount of hate because people come expecting something that they don't get. But I mean, if you get up there, you get views, works out.
Hell yeah.
Gotta cheat the system a little bit sometimes.
I think people come to expect that shit at this point.
At least a little bit, right?
Yeah, I think you have to.
At least a little
it's
bit.
Pretty widely known now that, like, I know nothing about YouTube, and I know about why you need to clickbait and shit.
Yeah. I will say the YouTube algorithm does kind of fuck with SEO more than like the Google algorithm itself. Because my website, my personal website, I mean, I don't get any traffic, and I'm still the first search result, or one of the first for like Austin Rupp design, that kind of thing. Because there's so many more things that go into the YouTube algorithm, like because they want to keep it like kid friendly and ad friendly and all that kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. They don't want people watching videos that they don't want to recommend something that doesn't make sense for the person. Like if I'm a dude, I like fucking video game content. They're not gonna want to recommend me makeup shit.
Right.
So we're gonna kind of move on from that kind of stuff. We spent like 15 minutes on that. I've got a question for all you boys.
Oh Jesus!
Have you guys ever been chatted up by a guy?
Yes.
And by chatted up, I meant chatted
Absolutely.
up.
Like flirted with?
Flirted with by a dude.
Yes.
I don't know.
Probably. Yes. I can't think right this second, but probably, yeah.
100%. I was number one in high school. I was like a hot commodity for guys for some reason.
Whoa.
My girlfriend at the time got really jealous. I'm like, how are you jealous? I like girls. Why are you so concerned?
Well, how did you know that he was flirting with you?
Oh, he was very forward. I mean, and there was actually 2 gay twins that were both into me, and they were just very forward about it. They're like, "You're the." I came in sophomore year to my high school that I spent sophomore, junior, and senior year at. So they're like, "Oh, you're the new kid. You're really sexy," like all that kind of shit. And I'm like, they just came and sat at my table in the library and started saying this shit. I'm like, I mean, I guess at least somebody's talking to me. That's really sad.
Damn, bro. I'm fucking feeling for you now.
I also, what immediately popped into my mind was the party in college where when you're at a party and you're just like there so late, you just didn't want to leave. And all of a sudden you're like super drunk and you're there with like the remnants of the party.
Oh my God.
Everybody's mostly winded down and there's like a bunch of people just like making out and shit and like slowly trickling out. Yeah. I was at like that. I like wanted to stay and keep drinking. And then all of a sudden the party was like dying. So I'm like just stumbling around basically like just waiting to walk home. And I start going up the steps and this guy just like turns and stops me, like puts his hand on my chest and he's like, "Do you want to make out?"
What
I'm
the
like,
fuck?
"Oh no, I'm good, bro."
Oh my God.
This was like 20 beers in. I'm like, "I'm good, bro. Thank you though." And I just like kept walking up the stairs.
I'm glad.
Damn.
I'm glad that that you made out with the female version of Shrek.
Oh God. Oh, stop.
But you know, you've stuck to your ways.
That was wild. I think I probably have. I just can't think of a story right at the top of my head.
I know I have, definitely.
I will.
So it was for one of my best friends. He asked me to be a part of his wedding. He asked me to be one of his groomsmen. And so for the bachelor party, his other friend, his best man, who's actually his brother, planned it all. And so we went on a trip down to Morgantown or someplace. It wasn't Morgantown. It was somewhere like in Virginia Beach or something like that. so we went on a trip down there, and he was like, "Okay, we're gonna go to a bar, guys. Like, just have a good night at a bar." What he didn't tell us was that it was secretly a gay bar. So like
shit.
all the dudes, all the dudes just hung out there. So we go there, and I'm sitting at the bar, and I was one of the first ones that found out that it was like a gay bar. And so I'm sitting at the bar, and this dude just comes up and just like starts being like real casual with me. And he's like asking me like what's up, man? Like they got sports on. I'm sitting there watching sports. And he's like, man, how about them? Like what the fuck the like team that we were watching or sport we were watching.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Like this dude's just chill. He's just another dude. And so then like I see him.
You weren't aware yet that this was a gay bar?
I was aware, but I didn't suspect this man of being. And
He was just a bro.
gullible.
Yeah.
He was just a bro. Like I just thought he was a bro. And then I noticed him like getting like a little bit closer to me. I was like, okay, maybe like people are just like pushing him aside and he just doesn't want to deal with it anymore. I've done that before. And so like I'm just like completely being oblivious to the whole thing. And so then he asked me, he's like, so are you taken? I was like, no, wait, I was at the time. So I was like,
No.
yes. I was like, no, wait, yes, I am. And he was like, oh, who's the lucky guy? And I'm like, her name's Holly, and she's very great, and she's awesome. And he's like, oh, you're not gay. And I'm like, no, are you? And he's like, dude, yeah, like I came over here and I was flirting with you like hardcore shit, like hoping to take you home tonight. I'm like, oh. I was like, no, man, I'm here for a bachelor party, dude. That's it. And he's like, fuck. And they just walked away. And I'm pretty sure I saw him leave like 2 minutes later, like out of the bar.
You like ruined his night by not being
Bro,
gay.
I like straight up ruined his entire like perception. He's like, he can't go into a gay bar anymore and hit on anybody just to be that embarrassed ever again.
A straight guy in a gay
Flirted
bar?
on with a dude, but I have been in a gay bar on accident in Australia.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah, we walked in. There were like dudes in cages, like dressed in drag. It was not a question of, oh, is this a gay bar? We were like, oh shit, we just walked into a gay bar. There was no like indication that it was like from the outside.
Did you guys stay in there?
Yeah, did you stay though?
We went up to the bar and then left pretty much immediately. We were like, there's like one too many dudes in drag.
Drink.
There's
Yeah, one
nothing
drink or
wrong
two.
with being gay. I just don't know if I want to go to the bar and drink.
Yeah, it just wasn't our
a bunch
scene
of
like
dicks
that
everywhere,
night.
you know?
Because we were out for like a birthday party and stuff.
Yeah.
We like
Hey, bro,
headed
yeah.
across the street to a dive bar, and somehow me and my friend both managed to lose our wallets that night, so we never got into the
Damn.
dive bar.
Wow, that's wild, bro.
That hurts.
Yeah, some Australian dude probably has my underage driver's license. That's fine.
Damn.
Yeah.
How did you get back? Because I know you need your ID and shit.
I had my passport.
Is that same shit?
Yeah, and my military
Yeah.
ID. So
He'll
I don't know.
take.
I don't know how that shit works. You know,
Yeah,
you
we
would
were
think I would get flirted with because I'm like a pretty meek looking dude. You know, I'm pretty
do.
flamboyant.
You do.
Definitely if you're going up to the counter like, hey honey, can I get
Bro.
Super duper. No.
Superman?
No, but I don't remember any moment of me really getting flirted with.
nah, Cody
No.
was kind of flirty.
Okay, so follow-up question to that. Have
I
any
feel
of you guys ever been flirted with by a girl? Like out like in a public place, like at a bar or something?
Never in my
Oh,
goddamn
yes.
life.
Yeah, bro. That one's easy.
I remember
What's
when
the one that stands out to you most?
I remember when me, Brandon, and Oliver were at Alto's just like romancing this like 40-year-old woman,
Oh my god.
telling her everything she wanted to hear. She like drove us home and everything.
Yeah,
Bro.
Yes, I
Like,
remember.
that was wild.
She's like, "You
Yeah,
guys
bro,
want
we
some
were-
cigarettes?"
We were literally just drunk and like wanted someone
We
to
want
talk to.
Dude, we literally we walked there. We walked to a bar, bro.
Oh yeah, we had
Yeah.
walked like what the 2.5 miles to get there.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
I had a
we-
tick on me the
No one
next
wanted to
day from that.
drive, bro. No one wanted to drive. No one wanted to, have a good time.
Yeah, she was like the only one there. So we're like, maybe we can get a ride home out of this. No, that's not what I was thinking. She literally like offered.
It's true.
Damn.
She knew Brandon somehow from like high school or something.
What?
I slightly remember that.
Yeah, see, I'm not wrong.
What, was she a librarian or something? Like,
I don't think she was 40. I just think she's chain smoked cigarettes since she was like 16.
true, she just aged herself through substances.
She was,
I know I never have. I've never been romanced. I thought I was going to. I was at the bar and I was at the same place that Travis was at, and I was eating hot wings with ranch. And so then next thing I know, I hear somebody like one of the friends, Brandon and Oliver, and maybe Travis might know him. They know who it is. And he like whistled to me from like across the bar. And so I'm eating fucking hot wings. And like I walk over to the chick and he introduces me, and like it just went downhill from there. Like it wasn't there was no connection at all.
I don't know who this is, by the way.
I got one that includes Brandon.
Oh,
We were at Buffalo Wild Wings. It had to have been.
Oh, I remember
senior
this.
year.
I think about this
It was
sometimes.
awesome. It was me, Brandon, and Noah, and this waitress like comes up to us and is like, "Hey, can we get your number?" That other waitress like wanted your number, and we didn't know who she was talking about, so we all put our number down for this waitress. Just like badly described ourselves. I was like, "I'm the guy with the glasses."
Yeah, I didn't wear glasses back
Terrible.
then.
Yeah, none of us got contacted though, so it might have been like
She didn't like that you didn't know what you were talking about.
she just couldn't decide. I think it was just.
It was weird that she
True.
came. She's like, I want both of you boys' phone numbers. I was like, okay.
I'm pretty sure Noah was there too. I think he put down his number.
Nice. That was the same thing.
Noah slays.
Yeah.
Or
It probably
Janko.
was for Noah.
Ike though, I've had it a couple of times. Normally it takes me like finessing a little bit, but once I have this like superpower / curse that like once I attract somebody, it's over. Like they're obsessed. So like I don't know, maybe I just fill a niche that's just like perfect for some girls, but like I digress. So like a lot of the times what happens, I'll say the recent one. This girl that I met on Tinder, we kind of like, lost touch. I just kind of wasn't really feeling it. Then she went to the same school that I did. So then as she was rushing a sorority, I was rushing a fraternity. We started talking and hanging out again. So we start hanging out. We start pretty much dating at this point. We're exclusive, but I never am like, hey girl, we should start dating. Because I'm a flaky ass bitch is what I am.
He's part of the trifecta.
He is not a man-fecta right now. He does not have all the points.
I'm not a unicorn. So I start losing interest because this girl just talks about bullshit stuff. Like she's not interesting. At least at that time. Like I'm sure she's gotten better about it, but she just talks about nonsense that I don't really give a fuck about. So
I think I know who this is.
She would like follow me at parties though. Like puppy dog right on my ass. Like we would have a social with this specific sorority and she would just follow me around. She wouldn't talk to anybody else. And so like I basically swooned her. And to kind of put closure on this girl, because the flirting was her following me around at parties. I was telling all the boys, listen, I'm going to break things off with her. It's going to be over this time. I'm over it. She talks about bullshit nonsense. She talks about shows I don't really care about, specifically of the doctor variety and the anatomy variety.
Grey's Anatomy, take a shot, boy.
And so we went to Sheets, and this was like that's right after I told all the boys I was breaking up with her. And then she starts to get upset. I'm like, yo, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? She was like, my grandfather's super sick and I'm just feeling really rough about it right now. So we're coming back from Sheets with like fried food at hand and she's bawling her eyes out. And they all look at me like, this man fucking did it to her.
But this man didn't.
I looked at it, I was like,
Great fucking cover up.
but I didn't say anything. So we just go into the room and she leaves like a little bit later because she has to go attend to this family member, I think was the thing. And all the boys were coming to me like a fucking boss, and I just didn't say anything. So nobody knew about it for like months. And I was like, by the way, I never broke up with her.
Yeah, you just ghosted her after, didn't you? After she was upset and crying, you just ghosted her.
Yeah, that's much less painful.
Dude, there was too much crazy. There was too much crazy anatomy going around. All right.
The funniest part, though, is that she's actually so much cooler now.
So cool. I fucking love her.
I was so annoyed by her, too, if you remember. I could not stand her. I could not stand having her around because this was when we lived in the same room. And I might have been more over it than Brandon. But now
Travis,
she's actually like so cool.
Travis is pretty good at sniffing out bullshit.
I just didn't like it.
So
it was
Travis,
like your girl who stayed in your room for a whole weekend.
I want to
Okay,
kind of
there
talk
was-
about an experience that Austin was a part of.
Oh God, I know what we're gonna fucking talk about. I don't want to talk about this.
Can we talk about the blanket?
Look,
I wasn't there. I know what you're talking about. I heard about it. Wasn't
I
there.
want to hear this story, please. I want to hear
some
this story.
people.
Why was Austin there? Austin, why were you there? You guys were
So
hanging out.
I'm getting the
We're just
vibe that
hanging.
Travis can't talk about it for reasons that may
I don't know
involve
if I know what you're talking about.
what?
Were you guys just all hanging out?
The Blondie's best friend.
Oh.
Not the bitch.
Not the bitch.
Oh shit!
Why
I
can't I
forgot
know
that
about
was
this?
Travis,
Yeah, yeah.
Austin, can you tell the story from your point of view?
dude.
Travis can't tell the story.
Wait,
I just feel
was
bad
that the
about
shit
it. I
when
don't
we
wanna
were
talk
playing
about it. I
like
feel,
the babies
dirty.
crying
I
and
feel
shit?
dirty about it.
Please, I want to know, please.
Brandon, was that when
That
we
was
were
the
playing?
babies
Like,
crying.
oh my god!
I
Nice.
want to know this now.
Holy
I'll
shit!
talk about it
Alright.
after the show, maybe.
We had a
Okay.
friend from high school, and we were all hanging out. So it was me and a couple friends from high school, and then like the college kid. So I guess Travis, and I think there was a girl there. Maybe not.
Was it Amanda?
Anyway.
It was Amanda.
Yeah, I think there were.
Because it was her
Travis and
blanket.
definitely someone else. And so
Oh, yeah.
Travis, goes and makes out with Michaela for at least 4 or 5 hours.
Dude,
And there was just no stopping this. Like they were a creature, and
there
we were
was,
playing
no
like
stopping it for me either, honestly.
we were playing like
I
crying
tried to
babies.
turn my head
on the
away so
TV
many
and shit.
times. I literally just tried to subtly let's end this.
We were like blasting people, laughing at them on the TV.
What we did was we would take control because you can connect remote control YouTube on there, and we would play the most obnoxious things. And one of them was slow motion of babies crying.
That's the best, and it overlaps. So after a while, it's just pure noise.
Travis is so done with this topic right
I'm
now.
over it.
Wait,
But
We
so
were
what
all in
happened after
tears.
this?
So they're making out
That's
for
it.
like 5 hours. Keep in mind, this is when
Okay.
Travis had
Holy
like
shit, I forgot
scruff
about this.
on his face. So her face was like a fucking like a motorcycle accident looking like type shit. Like her face was all scruffed up. But
Yeah.
Amanda, our friend that we don't really talk to anymore. Amanda, if you're watching this, love you, dude.
No hard feelings.
Her blanket, I still have this blanket, was
Why?
under both of them. And like there was, from my understanding, there's like foreplay happening at this point.
Yes,
right?
I remember that was a comment that was made.
I really don't want to talk about it.
But
Please
so
keep going.
Amanda was so fucking pissed that all of this debauchery was happening on her blanket. So mad that she was like threatening to stop talking to us.
She did that like weekly though.
That is
That's-
true. That is true. Sorry to expose you, Travis.
I don't even remember like how all that wrapped up. Did it just kind of like
I don't think
It's
they ever
just
talked
awkward.
together.
simmer out?
It was just awkward and goodbye. I feel bad. I feel
Why?
bad. I know
It
you
was the
guys, like, don't
greatest
give a
night
shit, but
for
I give a
everyone
shit.
else.
Why do you feel bad? Is it like you feel like you let her on?
I know. I just feel like I was like I said, I was like turning away and like trying to end it over and over. But
You were like
take
the
hint and
victim
just,
of
like,
that night.
kept pulling me back in. Like I was a victim, man.
They pulled me away.
I got mouth raped.
So funny.
Well,
I was also just very inebriated too.
Yes, and probably high.
We don't do that.
What?
That's illegal.
No one's ever heard
On
of that.
life, maybe.
Definitely on life.
I'm getting high on life, bro.
There's definitely been a couple of so I don't want to joke about sexual assault, but like I feel like I've experienced a borderline sexual assault. Like I was not really excited to hook up with this girl, but I hooked up with her anyway. And the worst thing that could have ever happened, right as I was like about to pull out, because I was about to nut, she takes her legs and just like pushes me back in.
The old rap and trap.
And then
Jesus.
and then so she like 2 weeks later comes into my room, and this is at like our college dorm, and she was like, I might be pregnant. And this was after we've like ghosted her, because she tries to hook up with everybody that we do. Like started with Travis, goes to
everyone you would ever encounter.
was like, oh yeah, I've been there.
Every friend we tried to make, she's like, oh yeah, I banged him.
And so it's like 2 weeks later, she was like, hey, I think I'm pregnant. So for like a week, she was like delaying getting this goddamn pregnancy test, and I'm shaking in my goddamn booties for this
it was
goddamn
like the most
week.
scared and miserable I've ever seen him.
How many is that? Like 3 girls who have used that on you? At least 3 now that have said that they're pregnant.
Damn.
Who is the second one?
Will's face.
Bro,
So there's
mine was
there's
just
bitch
like
Michaela.
sexual assault.
bitch Michaela. Didn't Savannah do something like that?
No, I don't think she did.
We have a nickname for her though.
I mean, we're not saying that nickname on air.
We're not saying it, but we have a nickname for
I'm
her.
not saying our nicknames for anyone.
So just 2 then.
Yeah. But
Could be worse.
I recorded this. I think I still have this on my phone just in case.
Oh yeah. You went all like super sleuth with it.
I don't know
You're
why.
spying on yourself.
I think one of our friends kind of hyped me up, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. And she was like, I'm not pregnant. And I literally fucking hopped up. I jumped. I was like, let's go. And then she was like, I really think that we should be friends again. And I was like, you son of a bitch.
Special
Is that
friends?
what this shit was about? And she was like,
all
no,
that elaborate
but...
plot.
Yeah, so that's
You do
that's-
attract crazy.
yeah.
Mine was just like a verbal sexual assault, like someone that said that they wanted to do shit with me, and I was like, oh fuck.
What did she say?
It wasn't a girl.
What?
It was my male neighbor.
Whoa, a male?
Yeah, my
What did he
male neighbor.
say?
You guys. So like it was when so the house that I'm currently at right now, because I can't really find an apartment right now, due to everything that's going on. So I live with my parents. For those people that don't know, congratulations. And so it was while this house was being built, we lived at another house, and he moved in with us because like we became like kind of like his caretakers. Like he's getting up there in age with dementia and stuff like that. So we just decided to take him in. And so that's why they were building this duplex that we live in right now. And he's on the other side. And so we're at that old house, the one that we were at, another place. And my mom and dad had left for the weekend, and it was just me and him in the house. So I come home one night around like 7:00, and I'm like making myself some dinner. And he was like talking to me, and I was just like brushing it off. And he's like, do you need anything? I was like, no. He's like, food, beer, a blowjob. I'm like, what?
Whoa.
Sneak it in like a little
I was
tickle.
like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, Like, I'm not
Put that in the middle
like,
if you're gonna try to sneak it in.
I'm not gonna dox him, but I'm gonna give him a random name. So it's like, I was like, "What'd you say, Frank?" And he was like, "Do you need anything? Like a beer, some food, or a blowjob?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I didn't just try to like make that up.
I know you a
he
little dirty
actually
ass wanted some
said
head.
bro. And like I was freaking out.
You need some
So then,
Doritos.
like, I immediately
little,
like ran
butt lick.
outside and like I called my parents because like I felt like a kid again. I'm like, this man wants to rape me. And
Yeah, I felt like a kid again.
Wait, how old were you?
so this was last year.
Oh,
I was
shit.
23. I was 23 and I reverted back to like
You
your
probably
college
waited so
shit.
patiently.
Bro. And so I was outside talking to my parents and I was like, Mom, Frank just said this. And
Yeah.
she was like, what? I was like, yeah, I swear to God, he just said it. And she like puts the phone down and I hear her tell my dad. And my dad grabs the phone and he's like, what the fuck did this man say to you? And as soon as my parents got home, my dad had like a legit talk with Frank and he called him out on his bullshit all the time. Because Frank thinks since he has dementia, he can just get away with shit. Oh, my dad laid into his ass. It was fucking.
Dude,
He almost laid into
hilarious.
your
You're gonna
ass.
remember it though.
sounds like the dude from Family Guy creeping on Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, Herbert the pervert.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should have named him. You should have fake named him Herbert. Just stop.
You want me to clean your room? Would you like a soda? How about some sodomy?
Maybe I lick your butthole a little. Let's just
Bro,
roll the dice and see where it goes.
And so then wild thing, I'm talking to my mom today about like the whole situation. I was like, I remember when like he did it. Cause like now he's starting to show like more signs of it. Like my mom will
Oh,
go
that's so
over
upsetting.
and like
Or the blowjob thing.
that he's gay.
Oh, I see.
He's like
Quite a good
80
question.
he's like 87 years old and like he's gay. And so like we started like noticing them more and stuff like that. And my mom, I'm talking to my mom today about it, and she's like, yeah, we found gay porn on his laptop. And I was like, oh,
Nice.
fuck yes, fuck yeah. Is he watching the good shit?
Have you guys?
Oh my
Have you
god.
guys ever
She's
been
"You're
like
fucking sick?
approached? Like whenever you were younger, have you guys ever been approached by like a pedophile?
Well, wait, before we answer that
I
question,
don't think so.
what my mom straight out told me today was like, yeah, the sad thing is though, like I was talking about like how hot it is and how he could just like turn off the AC, crank one out, and he's losing some pounds. And she's like, oh, he can't get off. He doesn't have any nuts. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And she's like, yeah, he got his nuts snipped off because he had prostate cancer. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Oh,
But,
What the hell?
My
That's
gosh,
fucked.
bro. Yo,
bro, I was
so
making a
wild.
sandwich and my mom said that and I dropped the freaking like jar of mayonnaise on the floor.
He's not your neighbor anymore though.
You remember that
No,
girl
he's
who
our
reached
neighbor
out to
right
us in high
now.
school?
Wait, what?
You remember that chick who reached out to us in high school? She was 2 grades above us. It was probably junior year. And she, at the fucking same time, was like, do you want to sext? Like, to us individually.
Yeah, I thought about her the other day too.
Was she a bot? She sent it at the exact same time.
I love
Friend of a friend. She was a
You
friend of a
wanna
friend and, like,
her?
was introduced to us on the same day that she tried to sext both of us.
What the fuck?
She's like, I don't
Crazy.
want a relationship. I just want to sext.
I think we both said no, but we said it in the exact same way to fuck with her a little, like, to see if she would notice.
I was
Did
tempted, if I had to be honest, I was
definitely
tempted to
not. She
say
was probably
yes.
texting like 10 other dudes.
I was tempted to say yes. I was a horny little fuck.
Our mutual friend of hers told me to stay far away, so I was not down to clown.
You know,
Wow.
Damn.
I've had
Your
lots
girl's
of
really stabbing you in the back like that? Stay away from her.
The
Make her
mutual-
alone for the rest of her
The
life.
person who introduces you is like, yeah, but you don't want to touch this. Like,
Listen, a lot of
She wanted to
baggage over
meet
there,
you, but,
alright?
like-
I know she's my bestie, but
a lot of people have told me in the past, you stay away from crazy girls. Never
but
stop
like
me.
I only talk up my boys.
Yeah, right?
Crazy girls need to get some friends that are like, oh, she's the best girlfriend ever.
I make some realistic expectations, okay? Like, there was a girl who wanted to go for Oliver. And she was like, well, how do I get with him? How do I get with him? I'm like, well, Oliver's kind of like a shy man, so you kind of have to like, lead the way.
Tell him what you want.
Yes, exactly. And it worked out. You guys weren't compatible at that time, but
But it initially worked out.
I'm confused on who this is, but I have a guess.
I will throw a message into the chat.
I have a guess.
Let me tell you, there's a certain brand of truck that she would be.
That was not.
She's definitely like one.
That was not my guess, but I do remember that.
I love that though. Like high key when girls go up to you and are like, "Is your boy weird?" I'm like, "Fuck you for even saying that, you piece of shit."
When you hook your boy up, when you talk your boy up and it works out, you feel almost as good as them. That's a fact.
It was a good time.
Being a good wingman feels fantastic.
What are the keys to being a good wingman in your guys' eyes? I know I asked something similar to this like last week.
I haven't been a wingman since like high school. I was a wingman for Brandon. That's the last person I was a wingman for.
That's important.
In my major here, there were only like 4 other dudes, and they were pretty much all taken from like freshman year. So I don't know. There wasn't like a lot of wingmanning going on.
Right. They needed to wingman you, did they?
Oh, I've had my girl since freshman year too, so it was just like a major.
How did you get her? Like, who wingmaned you?
Technically, an event wingmaned me. Like, we met through. I met her through mutual friends who went on this trip that she also went on, but like with different people. But those things,
mutual friends are wing people.
Yeah,
that's true.
I love that friend that's always looking out for a match with you.
It's a little convoluted, but
that
mutual
is Brandon with me constantly. Like when Brandon hears that I'm single, he's like, "All right, we're bringing it up on the next podcast, and we're gonna bring back the dating will game. Let's fucking do it."
It's will roulette. See what I did there?
Speaking of, so I think it's been a couple of weeks, ladies. Our boy Will is single again. He just shaved. Look how cute he is. Damn.
It's time for Date Will.
So what I'm going to do is put his boyfriend resume in the description. It's going to be a Google Doc. Under that is going to be an Excel document. Please put your name, your last name, your social security, your credit card number, and the CVV expiration date on there.
Why you need the CVV, bro? They're all just made up numbers anyway.
So
True.
we can
just
buy
type
things.
anything in and it'll work.
So we can buy things.
I think being a good wingman is it's fucking tough. I think the biggest thing is working out logistics and getting her friend distracted, which sounds super rapey, but like a lot of times girls, what they'll do is like if their friend is getting pussy, then or getting dick, then she'll get jealous and be like, "No, my girl is not going out with that guy."
The pressure is on at that point.
Especially like girls come to like parties with each other, so they're all like with each other and stuff. So like trying to like break them up to like filter your way in,
in a non-rapey way possible.
No, not at all.
Oliver slides in like osmosis right into the center of the crowd.
No, you gotta hype up your boy, make him seem like he's a hot commodity. That way the girls gotta get to him first.
I don't know. No, you can't even say that because if he sounds like a man horse, she's not about it.
Okay, not actually, like that.
Some girls are kind of into that.
Sometimes that does work.
The thing I think the biggest thing about a wingman is that you're there for the beginning. Like, your friend has the capability to handle himself and wingman himself the rest of the way. You're there to provide that first encounter. And
it's like
distract the friend if need be.
Just be a cool dude so that way they know that he's not associating himself with like weird people.
Yeah. Push the boat away from the dock, but stay on the dock and then let him handle the rest.
Kind of like you have to be a Chad, but don't be a Chad.
Yeah. Don't be too cool or else like you're gonna like, and you're stealing his bitch type thing.
Like there's definitely like a sweet spot in the Chad levels. You want to be like right there.
She starts
It's
noticing
like when
you,
the-
and you're like, I play Call of Duty.
It's like the
I have
price is.
genital warts.
It's like the price is right. You gotta show 'em which door to go to out of the 3. I mean,
Yeah.
He's got a big cock.
Oh,
I don't know if I'd lead with that.
I think when I used to do it for Brandon after bitch Michaela, I was good enough with words to convince the girl before they even met him that they love him, which was a problem.
Wow,
Which
it's a problem.
crazies
Then
came
they
out of
meet
that.
him. Then they meet him and the pain addiction kicks in.
Yes.
bro,
then it's
like,
like
I
double
need that
power.
shit.
Yes. I caused him a couple crazies that he had to ghost.
Yeah, there's no different way to get rid of a girl. You just fucking
So
ghost.
he learned the ghost wingmanning under you.
Yeah, I do think that started with me.
I knew a
That's
girl
Brandon's specialty. That's his move.
she was super into theater, and like, who's the fucking X-Men that has a gray strip
Old
in her
Rogue.
hairs? Rogue, dude.
Storm.
She looked like that, but her face was a triangle.
And she didn't know
Triangle
how to
face.
kiss. We took her home one time after like we were a
You guys
weird
took
little
her
date at
home?
Brandon's
Whoa.
house. Shut up. We drove her home. It was Brandon, Noah, and me, and then the girl. And like we were all just kind of hanging out. And so they get out, and like Brandon's like, "Bye, baby. I love you." I don't know what he said. I was in the car.
I- Asked for
Me
a
and Noah
kiss.
see them start kissing, and we instantly knew something was fucked up. We were sitting there like, what the fuck
Wait, he was
is
like, "Can I
going
kiss
on?
you?"
Yeah, all we saw was
Oh my god.
like it was like she was trying to eat a watermelon or something.
Oh no.
That is a no
Gross.
bueno move. That's a no
The
bueno.
open mouth.
Me and
Yeah.
Noah in the car knew there was something fucked up about what was going on.
You could see from all the way.
What was the worst kissing experience you guys have ever had?
That one for sure.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, I
I
think we've all
already know.
encountered something like
I
that.
know.
The girl has got her
already know.
mouth way too open and way too much tongue. Get out of here.
I already know.
What
It
was
was my
I know.
it was my freshman year of high school. It was spring break. I was getting into some mischief with my brother and his friends,
Getting into submission.
and this girl was kind of trashy. Was like a year or two older than me, and we were both, having a great time, if you know what I mean. And we started making out, and it was afterwards. I totally regret it. I was like, this was awful experience. we were like this on each other's throats, like shoving it down each other's throats.
Ew, dude, what?
Jeez.
Bad.
Choke you with her tongue.
It was
I'm gonna
bad.
Swallow it.
For the preview, I'm gonna fucking slow-mo that tongue action right there.
It was pretty bad.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I didn't remember. I mean, I remembered it, but you know what I mean.
It's like straight sword fighting with the tongue.
I wasn't
Yeah.
that bad, but it was. I mean, I was a freshman in high school. I was happy to, be making out with some chick.
That's true. But you felt
Fair
dirty
enough.
about it after?
Yeah, because she was trashy.
That's
And
always real.
Everyone knew it.
That's real as shit. Like after you like do anything with a
Very
girl and you just feel dirty afterwards, you're like, why did I stoop that low?
Yeah, that's why I've never been
Yeah.
like a one-night stand guy. I just didn't really like it.
You don't like getting dirty for one day.
It's like, I don't know why I feel bad.
Oh, you don't like one night stands, Travis? You don't?
Tried it, didn't like it.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of like unauthorized stories being placed out here tonight.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we
Yeah,
should
it's all on me too.
we should just cut all of them.
It's all right. We'll let you get more gold in Sea of Thieves later on tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
You better plunder
We'll
shit.
give you that booty.
I'm gonna stay at the wheel all night. You guys do everything.
Jesus.
Oh
If you
shit.
guys are gonna stream that, I might end up watching it and staying
Please.
on, guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, guys, shamelessly plugging our stream right now on the show.
Yeah, we're actually going to be streaming yesterday from whenever you're watching this
Yeah,
video, because that's super
tune in.
helpful.
Get in your time machine and tune in.
So
that'd be really crazy.
I do want to talk about video games. I've recently been able to play Dead by Daylight.
Yes, I've been waiting to talk about this.
That shit was fun.
It's a lot of fucking fun. It's a little repetitive, but I think if we have a good goons, like if we have a fun
That's
time
what I'm
with
saying.
it.
Any game is instant, like infinite replayability with friends.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially
like
a game like
camaraderie. That's why Sea of Thieves is fun. I mean, like Sea of Thieves, you're not doing anything except for getting money to make yourself look pretty. Like,
And it's like
that's not a fun game.
Are needed.
Yeah, if you don't have
do it
like
solo,
the friends,
but it's like playing on extra hard mode.
For people that don't know what Sea of Thieves is like you literally you're a pirate and you're off to go get treasure, and this treasure you get these quests from people, so that way you go to different islands through a ship, and this ship you literally have to raise the anchor, steer the ship.
On a pirate ship.
You have to move the sails in a specific direction of the wind. Like,
stay out of storms, bucket water, all that stuff.
Krakens will attack you. Freaking giant
sharks.
Yeah.
Cool.
Other ships, other players are on the ships as well.
Oh yeah, you're sailing with
and they're smack talking hard
ships.
That's wild.
They can sink you, take all your shit. And that's just it. It's one of those like permadeath, but the permadeath is your ship.
And then the only like
with a fresh one after it gets sunk.
Other than like your skill in the game, the only thing you like upgrade to is like cosmetic things.
Yeah, everybody it's on the same level. It's literally your sailing skill that determines if you win a fight.
And then you could pay real money to get like a monkey that follows you around.
You can shoot it out of a cannon.
Dead by Daylight is a similar story. Like, it's a real basic concept. You get a monster, you have 4 survivors who are just trying to hide from him and escape.
Yeah, it's like iconic horror story.
Yeah,
characters.
Literally just a scary movie, basically. Like, you're just living it out.
And not only that, it's actually scary. Like, if you set the mood in your room, and like there's moments where you're just sitting around and you hear the heartbeat coming from behind you.
The sound design is amazing. And like each monster has its own eerie tune that plays.
Yep.
And creepy shit sounds happen throughout. Like when someone turns a generator on, it alerts everyone with this ta-dunk noise that just, it'll make you jump if you're not paying attention or something.
Well, not only
you're
that,
constantly watching your back.
What you're watching your back, and whenever the monster surprises you, because you're like sitting there in a bush and you hear the heartbeat going super fast because he's right next to you, and you're like, okay, I should be good behind this tree, and then all of a sudden, right behind you, and I scream like a little bitch, dude. Like,
it reminds me of playing Slender back in the day.
Especially if you get like one of the monsters, like the various monsters. There's definitely scarier ones, like Michael Myers. It's not fun. Or the Demogorgon, because he can like tunnel through the underground or the upside down.
Shit. They've added so many new ones. I've been like interested in this game since it came out, but have never like pulled the trigger on buying it. And
yeah, there's really so many monsters now.
$9.
I watched your freaking Let's Plays. Now
the Elm Street guy is in there now.
Fred Krueger.
Wait, what game is this again?
Dead by
Daylight. You can pick like scary monsters and shit.
Yeah, dude, I hear they're gonna add like Pyramid Head soon too.
Yes, he's coming out this month. This month, Pyramid Head's getting added.
That's
Pyramid
crazy.
Head.
I'd like to play as him.
Scary as
Hill.
Yeah.
That man is creepy as shit when he gets introduced and you play the game that he gets introduced in. You get introduced to him. Basically, he's either one dragging a body across the floor, or you're in a closet watching him fuck like mannequins.
Oh shit. That's fun.
Yeah, if there's a character that should have been added from day one, it's fucking Pyramid Head. He's iconic. Yeah, I can't believe it took this long. I can't believe it took this long.
And I hope he gets his own map with like the creepy ass music from Silent Hill.
Yeah, dude, fog covered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna kind of bring this up because we have 7 minutes or so left. For your sporty guys, NASCAR has actually just banned the Confederate flag within their sporting events.
I'm actually watching NASCAR right now.
Didn't the Army do that too?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think the Army banned any one of its like any soldier from like flying the Confederate flag at all or displaying it anywhere.
There's been a lot of shit about shit recently.
That's probably like real sensitive guys facts though. So, take me with
Yeah,
a
we
grain
don't
of
know
salt.
fucking shit.
I feel like I saw it somewhere. That's literally what I'm going off of.
Well, was the Confederate flag really big in NASCAR or something? Like, I don't know much about NASCAR.
Probably.
It's always been kind of a redneck sport.
Southern, yeah.
Well, it's not just that it's a redneck sport. It's that it started because of people in the South where moonshine was legal were running it to like people up north. And like it just led to them like talking to each other and being like, I got a faster moonshine car than you. And so then they just started racing them.
Yeah. I mean,
That's fire. I love that. I don't even like sports, but I do like watching shit. You think the cars going around in a circle isn't going to be interesting at all, but like I live for the crashes. Love car crashes.
No, I don't really.
I don't like when
NASCAR
people get hurt, but I love when cars crash and no one gets hurt.
But that's obviously a big political move that's probably going to piss off a lot of rednecks. And that's like their main target audience.
I don't know, man.
60-year-olds.
I don't really have a problem with getting rid of the Confederate flag. Like, I get that for Southerners it means something else, and for minorities it means something different. But I feel like the connotation for minorities is what is more powerful. Like, so the history of the Confederate flag.
It's like, why are we putting so much stock into a flag? Just let your flag go, people.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a piece of cloth. You can still have your pride, your Southern pride or whatever.
It also it's a little contradictory though to that idea. Like so the idea behind the Confederate flag is like rebellion and like being a rebel. But at the same time, you take pride in a flag that is literally towards an institution. Like it's you, and these are the same people that are pissed off when people are kneeling at the national anthem or burning American flags. It's like you're going against the idea of being a rebel whenever you support one thing and don't support the other. It just doesn't make sense. You're being paradoxically hypocritical.
Hypocrisy is like the main export of both sides.
Yeah, you guys, no, for sure.
And nobody realizes. I mean,
you guys
do, but like not the loudest on either side.
You guys see that in Virginia, the people knocked down a Christopher Columbus statue?
Yeah, and like threw it in the river or whatever.
Yeah. Fire and stuff, yeah.
I still want to celebrate that shit.
Yeah.
They're taking down a General Lee statue in Virginia as well, which I don't have a problem with.
Probably, that's probably a good idea. I mean, they lost, so get the fuck out of here.
As of right now, there's like 2 federal orders to stop it from being removed. That's what I read. There's like 2 federal orders to stop it. Yeah, like injunctions or something.
Well, apparently there's places in Seattle, Washington that are no longer owned by the United States. Apparently. There's this picture that is very viral on Twitter right now where it's like a roadblock that has 2 cardboard sides on it that says, this is no longer property of the United States. This is a lawless land taken by some organization or something.
What kind of, is it like an important area or something or no?
No, it's literally a sign on cardboard, but it's like
done before. The military will just come in and not let them leave because now they're on the American border and they're no longer citizens. Like it's so easy to work around people trying to take themselves out of the United States.
Yeah, look what's happened before, like Waco and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's tolerable.
They're not making that big of a scene.
Attention,
you're not going to be there for long.
It's true.
No, dude. Definitely not. Everything's
That's
crazy right
though.
now.
Like we really do be going back to the Wild West.
Crazy times we live in, my guy.
I kind of had that prediction whenever this whole COVID thing started that like things are gonna get really bad where people are gonna be like looting houses and businesses and stuff.
Yeah, didn't expect where it would come from though.
Yeah, I didn't expect this either.
Apocalypse mode.
What's next, man? What could possibly make?
Why would you even ask that question? Hold on.
Dude, I remember when 2020 first started. I saw tweets. It was hilarious. You know how you get like a 3-month subscription? It was like for free. Like after like the first 3 months, people were tweeting, "Can I have my trials over? I want this to be over with. Like go to 2021. Subscription's over." Yeah.
So hypothetical situation, we get canceled. Like people like flood the podcast comments and like try to fuck with my channel and everything. What do you reckon we do? You know, are we would we back off? Would we make an apology? Like, what would you guys call to action?
I'm not gonna sell out for anything.
I feel like historically apologies have only made things worse.
Yeah,
it's true. Like,
I stand by everything I've said on this podcast. Like,
I don't feel like we've been very controversial.
Like,
I don't feel like
being in politics.
We say some dumb shit, but like, there's a disclaimer that we're gonna say dumb shit, and it's not like insensitive shit. I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, Brandon and I were talking earlier before the podcast. Said like apologies are never easy, and they don't always go over super well.
No, yeah, for sure.
And everybody always will say like, "Oh, they apologize because they were put, you know,
under pressure or whatever." Yeah, exactly.
I feel like the most controversial thing we said was like getting rid of the Confederate flag, but I mean that's our opinion. You come to a podcast for the opinion.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like most people agree with that too.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's that controversial at this point.
I mean, if it already happened, like, fucking, it already happened anyway. Who cares our opinion on it?
Yeah, realistically,
right, exactly.
like, we could say something that's like a little controversial. Maybe like that would piss off the left, or we've pissed off the right in this episode.
We've probably pissed off both sides in multiple episodes. We piss off everyone. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah. But like at the same time, it's like, you know, there's got to be a conversation. And even if I misspeak, because most of the time, if I say something stupid, it's because I misspoke or I'm ignorant on the topic.
Each other, or usually we call ourselves out when we say something like not factual that might not be factual. Like we're not dealing in like the fucking news here. We're just having a discussion.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking news.
It's a fucking news. Ladies and gentlemen, we've hit the 1 hour mark. So I just want to give a round of applause for our guest, Austin. Thank you so much for coming on.
You, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have just listened to the Real Sensitive Guy Hours. This is episode 22. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you had any thoughts about anything that was talked about in the show, I respond to every single comment, and sometimes the other boys will respond to it as well. So be sure to leave a like, a comment, and if you haven't subscribed to the SpinShootImpress channel, what the fuck are you doing? You watched this whole thing. What are you doing? You bitch. Subscribe.
Come on.
Wow.
If you were offended, subscribe.
High five.
If you laugh, subscribe. If you breathe, subscribe. Go check out Austin's stuff, his socials, his YouTube channel. All of that will be in the description down below my dick. It's been your boy.
I see a new thumbnail right now too for Austin.
Yeah, well, my phone would have been charged for this if I was told like more than 2 minutes in advance.
Yeah, that was my bad. I'm a fucking shitty host. Anyway, guys, it's been your boy Brandon.
I'm Oliver.
I'm Travis.
And I'm Will.
You guys just listened to the Real Sensitive Guy Hours, episode 22. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
Guys.